Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I have Wyatt with me. Wyatt is amazing. First off, amazing golfer. This is my daughter-in-law's brother. So anyway, he's pretty much family. So he has a really awesome haircut. We do kind of a modern mullet, kind of comes back down this way. Not the full mullet, just kind of half here, almost kind of a mohawk back here that stands up. So I'm going to show you his haircut. We do a number 2 on the sides. You doing good, Wyatt?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, this kid golfs like no other. He has played in more golf tournaments. I told him that he has to remember me when he becomes famous one day. Like, remember RaDona back in little old Nephi when you become a famous golfer. Okay, now this side, same thing in number 2. And then what it will do is we're going to cut all the top and then the back through here. And then we will blend it. And then I will show you how I put the color on it. It's hilarious. We always talk about sometimes he loves to put the color on it, sometimes he doesn't, but he misses the color when he doesn't have it. So he usually gets the color every time. It's just not fun waiting for color to process, is it, Wyatt?
Yeah.
Please. Okay, now we're just gonna spray him down. Gonna cut this. Okay. Gonna come across here. We're gonna start the middle, go off to the right, and then middle to the left. And then I'm gonna come up the middle, and then off to the right, and then off to the left again. And I like to just come up this middle as my guide point. And, you know, some people like to cut like all the right side first, all the left side first. I like to do middle, and then I go to the right, which is your left when you're watching, and then off to the other side. So that's the way I like to do it. You don't have to do it that way, but that's how I keep track of where I'm at in a haircut. And then I will show you how you can go back and double check the length to make sure everything is even. Wow. Have you been swimming a lot, Wyatt? Not really. You've just been on the golf course too much, huh? Yeah. Okay, look up for me, please. Thank you. Okay, so I'm coming back here again, and then I'll show you how to check that front area that we just cut. Okay, so I cut this way. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to check it this way. So you can see I'm holding this hair up to make sure it's even. Okay. That's even. It's even. Okay. And then I'm just going to hold this down. Okay, look up a tiny bit. Perfect. Thanks, buddy. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of this length off. Okay, then we'll lift this up. All right, now for this back part, we're going to come down the middle. And then we'll come off to the side. And off to this side. And then I like to come from the bottom. So what we'll do is we'll just take a tiny bit of this length off. And then I'm going to come up this way. Make sure that is all even. So you can see as I go up, that's even. If anything is off, it will stick out, and that means it's not evenly cut. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're going to take the blending comb and we're going to blend his hair. So you're going to bring the comb in and then lift it out a little bit. You're going to come straight across this way. If you're starting out, maybe just come up like this on your comb. That takes less hair at a time and you have more control that way. Okay, then we're going to do this side. I'm going to tilt you this way. Perfect. Thanks, bud. Okay, we're going to take this. The closer that your comb is to the head, like this way, the more hair you're going to take off. So if you want, you know, to be extra careful, just hold that comb out more this way towards you. Go in and pull back out. Cut this, okay? Sorry about that. Okay, and then in just a second, I'm gonna check from the front because I want to make sure everything is being blended evenly. Okay, so I'm gonna check from the front. Okay, that looks good other than this one little part. So I'm gonna bring my comb right here and just take that in a tiny bit more because it is just poking out a tiny bit. Okay, then it's really important to check the corners. Just come back through here, take off this tiny little corner there. You doing good, Wyatt? Yep. Okay, sweet. Sway. Okay, and then, of course, this, look up a little. Thank you. Little corner right here. Okay, then we're going to use the trimmers and we're going to do around his ears in the back of his neck, and then I will show you how I color his hair, and then we'll show you the ending after he processes. Okay, now the trimmers, we're gonna take by his ear, and you make sure their chin is up. Not, I guess I shouldn't say up, you don't want it up, you just want it straight. Okay, and then you go around the ear to make this nice and clean. Okay. Okay, same thing on this side. We're going to go on an angle, clean that up. Then around his ear. Okay, then make sure his face is level. And then, of course, you always want to make sure, you know, that you do by your ear straight. So, okay, sweet. Now, we're going to dry his hair. And you can see I'm just drying it straight up just so it sticks out. You want to dry the hair the way you style it, and that's the way you put the color on. Okay, so yeah, he wears this kind of up in the back. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the bleach that I use, which is the blonde. This can lift up to 9 levels. I love using this on guys that have dark hair because it lifts better. And then I always use a 40 volume. And then I mix it to where it's not too runny and not thick, because if it's too thick, it won't process because it's going to dry too fast. So you definitely want it kind of runny, but not, I mean, it's not runny, but it's, I guess you could call it, it's just more liquidy, but not runny. So you just don't want it thick. Let's put it that way. Okay, that's better. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to put, you know, enough on my brush here. And then I like to dab the tops of his hair. And then I'm gonna come back in with my fingers and put it exactly where I want it. How you doing, bud?
Good.
Good. Good, good. He loves this part, don't you, Wyatt? Okay, so you can see how it's just kind of on there. Then I'll go back through with my fingers and add and place it where I want it. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. I'm putting the bleach on my hands. Usually, most everybody will wear gloves. Absolutely, you can wear gloves. I like to use my bare hands. I mean, I do it fast because it can burn, obviously. So I do like to do it fast, but I like to do it with my bare hands because I can get in exactly where I want with the color. Okay, so again, grab the color, come in. I like to try to get in, not just do the tips, but kind of get into his hair, down in, because sometimes that gives him a haircut to where he doesn't have to color the next time because there's enough color on his ends to last him. You like that, don't you, Wyatt? When it lasts. Okay, look up at me, buddy. So I'm just looking, you guys, because you don't want to go too far down on the sides or you're going to have little tiger stripes. So you are kind of spotty. So you just want to look and make sure that you're getting that where it needs to be, but not too far down on the sides. Okay. Now I'm going to turn him around and I will show you guys where I put the color. Okay, so you can see I've kind of put the color throughout here, but not clear out. Okay, we are going to process him and then we will show you the end of the color and the cut as soon as we're done. Thanks. All right, you guys, welcome back. Okay, so we just washed Wyatt, and now I'm just gonna show you. We just kind of dry his hair up a little bit. Kind of up on the sides. Are you excited, Wyatt? Good. Okay. Okay, so what we've done with Wyatt before, sometimes we'll just add gel and let it go wet. And then this time what we're gonna do is add some styling paste. It gives it just a tiny bit of a different look. So we're just gonna add the paste, and then we're just gonna piece this out. So yeah, if you have a wax or a paste and you want this look, you can, or if you want more of a wet look with just the gel in it, you can do that also. But we wanted to go with the styling paste. Okay, I'm gonna turn him to the mirror so I can see what we're doing here. Okay, how you doing, Wyatt? Good. How do you like the color? Good. Are you glad it's done? He didn't even complain once this time when we colored it at all, did you, bud? Yep. Okay, now I'm going to turn him around so you can see. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Give him a big smile. Thanks, Wyatt, for letting us show him your hair, and hope you guys enjoyed it. And let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day. Thank you. See ya.